As Halloween is just around the corner, I thought I would show how I do this clowncore inspired eye look. I've been doing this eye look pretty much every day recently. I just love how much it looks like a clown. Like, there's no mistaking that this is obviously a clown inspired look. So I thought it'd be fun to show everyone how I do it in case people want to be a clown for Halloween. I did one eye as an example just so you knew what I was going for as we go through this video, but I will be doing a step-by-step instructions for this eye. Before I get into that though, I'll just start by saying that you want to start with a primer. What I would recommend for primers is always go by your skin type and your skin colour. This one, for example, is technically not coloured, but I would say that if you were much darker than me, with me being obviously incredibly pale, this might wash you out a little bit. Primers definitely change your skin tone, so just keep that in mind when buying primers. I use this e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. It's very good for me, but obviously primers are not for everyone because they're all different formulas and everyone has different skin types. But let's go on with doing the other eye. For this makeup look, I'll be using only one colour, so only one eyeshadow pan. So if you don't wear makeup on an everyday basis and you don't really want to own makeup, this look is perfect for you because you only need to buy one eyeshadow pan. These pans, you can buy them individually from Sample Beauty. I got this off Beauty Bay, and each one I believe is £5. I got them on sale for £2.50 each. I'm not sure if they still have that sale going on, but these pans are very good quality, and if you only want one single eyeshadow, I would highly recommend buying single pans of eyeshadow because otherwise you're just wasting product that you're not going to use. Today I'm going to go in with this bright orange one, as you can see on this eye, and the first step is to find a brush that looks like this, so it's very flat on top and it's also very flat when you hold it sideways. This is just a very good brush for getting these straight lines on the face because you can use the angle at the end of it as a guide for where it's going to go. I start by packing the colour onto the brush, and then you want to hold it in the direction that you want to put the eyeshadow. So because I'm going down like this, I want to make sure the flat is going in that direction, and then just draw a simple line. And you do the same for every single section. And we're not going to worry at all about it being messy because, as you see, I'm going to blend it out a little bit later on. So you just want to focus on making a diamond shape. With the shape done, I'm going to go in with that brush still and pull the colour in from that edge towards the middle. You can keep on going in with the same brush, but for me, I always like going in with a denser brush just to pack the colour on a little bit more solid. And for this, because you're trying to get a flat colour, you want to dab it. You don't want to swirl or buff the colour at all. You don't want to press too hard though because you don't want to damage your eyes. The eyes are actually much more sensitive than you think they are. Even if you're not hurting yourself while doing makeup, you can still damage your eyes, so you want to be very careful. Once I have a layout that I'm happy with, I'm going to go in with a small fluffier brush. This one is much less densely packed. For this, I'm going to hold it close to the edge. This just helps you to go in with a lighter hand, and I'm just going to kind of tickle those lines. And you can do this as much or as little as you want, just depending on your preference. But the reason I like doing this is because during the day the colour is going to blend out, so if you do a sharp shape, it's not going to stay in that shape for the whole day, and if you're going out clubbing in this, which most people are going to do for Halloween, then it's not going to stay in one spot. So this way you kind of get the same shape, but you also get a little bit of blending that means it's going to look good throughout the night. Now, I'm not fully happy with this corner here. I feel like it doesn't go out enough, but it's a very easy fix. I just take my brush, dab a little bit more colour, and then go back in with the blending brush and pull it upwards and downwards until I'm more happy with it. I'm now going to go onto the lips to pull this all together. For the lips, I'm going to use the exact same brushes and the exact same eyeshadow palette. It is a little bit drying, so if you don't want loads of makeup on your lips, I would suggest going with a colour that's closer to your lip colour. So for me, if I didn't want makeup all over my lips, but I still want to do this shape, I'd go in with this sort of colour, but then I can do it around it but not put it on my actual lips. You could also obviously use a lipstick underneath. This will help your lips not dry as much, or put a lip gloss over the top. But I'm honestly not that bothered with my lips being dry. I think I'm used to my lips being dry because I had these piercings put in, and when you have piercings put in, you can't put like lip salve on at all, so I'm very used to my lips being quite dry now. For this, you want to take the same brush you use for your eye, and you want to start out by putting a dot on your cupid's bow and just pull it down towards the centre of your lips. And then you want to turn your head vaguely to the side and look this way into a mirror and just follow the natural line of your lip, and the same with the other side. Now that I've got the top lip done, I'm going to take the same brush with the same side but with no added colour, place it on my cupid's bow and wiggle it slowly upwards. And then you want to angle it in the direction that this lip was, place it back on the cupid's bow and vaguely wiggle it to get a nice blended top lip. We're not going for an overly extreme clown lip as we want it to be nice and blended like the eyes. For the bottom lip, I just very vaguely draw the shape of it. It doesn't matter if it's messy because we're going to blend it out. Then I take the brush, center of the lip, wiggle it downwards. And the same as I did with the top lip, angle the brush and pull it outwards. It's easier if you don't have piercings like I do, but it's obviously still quite doable if you have any sort of lip piercing on your mouth. I'm now going to go in with an eyebrow brush, which means that it's angled but it's flat. Dab in with that colour and then again hold it at the angle you want it to go, place it on the skin and then pull it towards the mouth. And if they're not even, you can just very easily wipe them off because there's no makeup around it. To hold this look in place, I always use a setting spray. Setting sprays aren't necessary, but I always wear them. To me, they just make me feel like I'm not going to rub my makeup off if I accidentally forget and rub my eye. And I just do one spritz on each section of the face. Then finally, I'm going to go in with highlighter. You might be thinking, oh, you probably should add mascara to this. You can add mascara if you want, but it's really not needed because your eyes are meant to look quite small with this amount of makeup around it, so it looks fine if you don't wear mascara. I'm choosing not to wear mascara today because I have quite dark eyelashes. They're like a very dark brown and I feel like they go quite well with the orange. So I'm just going to go in with a highlighter. I use this Kimchi Drama Queen palette. It has a lot of different highlighters, but if you just want a highlighter for a Halloween look, I would recommend I Heart Revolution. They do very cheap and very good highlighters. I used to have a heart-shaped I Heart Revolution highlighter. I have no idea where it went. I think my friend borrowed it and she accidentally kept it, but it's so good and I think it was only about £3. So you can definitely get highlighter that is this quality but for much cheaper. For this I just use a very small little pointed brush. This is actually a paintbrush. I dip into the highlighter of my choice and do a very simple left and right dusting across the tip of my nose, and then the exact same on my cupid's bow, moving the brush upwards as I go. You can also very easily use a little eyebrow brush for this, like for the nose. Just do a line down. It doesn't have to be very even because you just blend it out with your finger and you can't tell where you drew the line originally. For the cheek highlight, you can actually go in with this blending brush that you used before, regardless of the fact that it's got colour on it, because we're going to put it in the exact same place as this line here. I just dab a little bit of the highlighter on it and then dot it up that line and then get the excess highlighter off the brush, blend it the same way we did with those lines before, just an up and down angled motion. And with that, this very simple Halloween makeup is done. I really hope it was helpful. I haven't really done a proper in-depth tutorial before, so let me know if you enjoyed it. Let me know if I could say any more tips in the future because I do want to do more tutorials because I do find them quite fun and I hope that they are also useful. If you did enjoy, please give the video a like, comment down below what else you'd like me to do, and subscribe as I post a video every single week and I'd love to see you again. But until then, bye!